What's going on, everybody? Fighters Dream Gaming up in here. I'm your host, Dre. So today we got another one, a special one. If you can tell by the excitement in my voice, it's Alex. Alex has finally been released to the game for a short period of time, but we're not going to cover that too much because he'll probably be out the next week for using your actual zany or your fight money that you've accumulated this entire time. But who is Alex? Alex is a character from Street Fighter 3. He was in Second Impact and he was in Third Strike. He was the main protagonist, which I know is throwing a lot of people off because, you know, it's usually Ryu and Ken. But not today, guys. A wrestler was. Yeah, let that marinate for a second. But that's not the focus right now. Let's get to the gameplay that he has. The gameplay so far for Alex, I have to say, is great. It's a grappler's dream. If you like playing Zangief or you like playing Armika, he's gonna fit right in. He's actually a good mix between them both. So he has a lot of powerful moves. So he has the power slam, he has a suplex, he has lariats, he has chops. I mean, he's a wrestler's dream. But then he has a little bit of, you know, some kickboxing moves in there too, it seems like, and he's a brawler. So I have to say, I like him. So far, everything I've done with him hasn't been amazing because I haven't had enough time to really play like the rest of the guys who've been just dominating me online, but enough to actually see and get a feel of the character. So a lot of his moves actually transition well. For instance, his V trigger to me is amazing. It's actually one that tricks you up a little bit because you don't expect to know what it's gonna do. You don't expect to have extra properties, I guess is the best way to say it. So what I mean by that is, one, you can charge up his lariat attack. His lariat attack is a great crossover move if it connects. The reason why I say that, if you do it, you can immediately go into a suplex right after that. That's heavy damage right there immediately. But here's a nice trick to it. If you charge up and someone swings at you, it turns into a counter hit. He will literally counter the attack that happens. Now, don't go overkill on it because that means people will start to notice, and he can't counter more than one hit at a time. So don't do that. Nice thing also on top of that, while you're in his V trigger, if you use an EX attack for that elbow bash or anything like that, it will automatically take the first hit, you know, for free. You won't have to worry about it. You're still gonna lose some health, but you'll go through the first initial hit. It's a great move. You just need to get in on someone who may be standing in the distance with projectiles. It helps out a lot. Now, his actual V skill, overhaul. The overhaul move can be useful. Now, it takes some time getting used to. I know definitely for me, I had to sit down and really figure out what it does. So the whole purpose of the mechanic, it's almost like a comeback attack. What I mean by that is, let's say someone swings at you and you counter the hit. Once you counter the hit and you use overhaul, you'll get a massive swing out of it. So it's pretty much a punishment move for the other player. So if they actually do something stupid, you can punish them pretty severely. Now, off of that, his basic attacks, he has some good moves. Now, when I said he was a mixture of Zangief and Armika, I mean it. He has some good speed, but then he's still slow at times. Some of his big attacks can happen from some of the slowest moves. For instance, if you do a lariat into a low standing kick, you can go into a chop after that, but sometimes it can kind of trick you because of how fast and how slow the differences between the moves are. Not a bad thing, just take some time to get used to. Now, I have to be honest, for some people, if you're not used to charge characters, it's gonna take some time. You have to really learn him because he's a mixture of charging and he's a mixture of quarter circles. So if you're not used to that, you're gonna find yourself constantly doing quarter circles, which I started noticing this online also, that people who weren't used to charge attacks, they didn't do the charge moves, so they just stuck to quarter circles. So you saw a lot of chopping. People chop the hell out of people's chests. You know, the chest is done. That's all I'm gonna say. So if you learn how to actually mix him up, he has a lot of good stuff. He has an air stomp, he has an anti-air. If someone jumps in there, you can hit him with the knee and drop him down. Couple combos can go into that too. For instance, a crouching high punch will knock him into the air. If you EX that, you can drop him down just like I did right there in the video. It's a nice combination that can come together. Now, on the other hand, I love his super art. His critical art, my mistake. I still keep calling it super art. I'm gonna keep calling it that. The super art, in my opinion, is amazing. I like it. It reminds me of T-Hawk. that's probably why I like it, 'cause I thought T-Hawk was always cool. I just never played as him. But overall, I think the character is pretty good, guys. He is worth the purchase. If you have the fight money, get him. If you don't, go ahead and buy him. He is worth it. And if you like what you saw, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. I got more of these coming along the way, so I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Take care.